guys, and welcome to another Mad Chili video. Today we are here on Assetto Corse Competizione for a multiplayer session. So, well, I've been doing a lot of iRacing lately, and one of you guys suggested that I test out when I left a thing saying, oh, any racing you guys would like to see. Somebody said, oh, how about Assetto Corse Competizione? And I was like, okay. So here we are. So we're at a multiplayer session. We have 5 minutes for qualifying here in Monza, and there'll be a 20-minute race. Now, I didn't really want to do Monza since I always go here. However, unfortunately, that was basically the only thing going. So a lot of the other servers before all required certain amounts of track medals that I didn't have or whatever. So here we are. Actually already having to get used to, this game is not quite as smooth as iRacing, partially because of camera settings, obviously. Also, iRacing is obviously less graphically intensive, so it does run a little bit better, and also, the camera, as I've mentioned. Whoa, getting back used to this game, what have I done? Again, in iRacing, the quickest car I've raced has been GT4, so the sense of speed in a GT3 car is very different. But there we go. So I'm positive they've changed some things about the camera, though. I'm positive this isn't as shaky as it was before. But there we go. Anyway, so Monza, I mean, at least it is the track I'm best at, I guess. Wait, gotta get used to the handling model again as well. The handling model's totally different to iRacing. I'm going to turn off that camera shake. I'm positive it didn't used to be that bad on Assetto Corse. Maybe it did. I know it has had a few patches since I last played it. I think it's had two patches. So maybe in one of those patches they had something to do with that, because it does feel very weird. Oh, there you go. That's why. Maybe all the settings are on their lowest for some reason, which again, it might have something to do with the fact that I did a little update on my graphics card drivers. Sometimes that does cause a reset of my graphics settings, because I know for a fact that my settings are not that bad. So, I remember I had them all on high apart from shadows. Which is kind of why it looks quite terrible. That's probably why. We'll keep that on mid. We'll turn off anti-aliasing, because I'm not that bothered about anti-aliasing. And we'll see, that's that. Okay, so that's what's happened then. It's changed my settings. Okay, makes sense. Alright, and anything I can do about camera shaking, or is that not under setting? It doesn't look like a setting to me, so I guess we'll. Is there anything I can do? Oh, there you go. I put it on high, and then got rid of anti-aliasing and got rid of shadows, because shadows are a joke for performance. And there we go. Okay, let's apply that. See what the game looks like now. That looks like the Assetto Corse I know. I wonder why it looked a bit strange. That's better. Now the camera is going to still shake. I think that's just something for me to get used to. That's why the game looked funny though. It must have been to do with the graphics card update. Sometimes it does it to the new flight sim as well. When it doesn't, the graphics card update, Nvidia reads my games and decides, oh yes, we'll set these as performance, and obviously maybe that's not the case, because I don't know. I've only got a 3 gig VRAM 1060, but it seems to punch above its weight. I mean, this card is so many years old now, and still I'm running 71 FPS. Yeah, 71 FPS on, you saw it, basically epic settings. Apart from shadows, it's on epic. Yeah, it's just mad. You know, and I'm recording as well. I am recording using the processor, I'll give you that. But it does still affect things a little bit, so it's quite mad. Unfortunately, I'm struggling to get to grips with this car, so we may have a bit of a disaster in the race, to be honest. The handling model in this game, very different to iRacing's, definitely, so we'll see what we can do. It's probably going to mess me up on iRacing now. But it's a very different handling model. Obviously the cars I've been driving in iRacing are very different, and of course, you know, I've literally just finished recording the NASCAR Legends video for iRacing. I've literally just finished it, so I guess that's kind of... We'll have to start at the back in the race then. However, at Monza, with all the carnage that happens at the first chicane, I don't mind hanging back. Obviously, like iRacing, this game does have a sort of safety rating. It also has a kind of I rating. However, my I rating is only activated when you're in a competition server, and I'm not safe enough to be in that. You need to have a very safe rating to be in that. So, there we go. Didn't do the best there. To be honest, that was more a practice session. As I said, I literally just jumped into Assetto Corse this minute. Literally, just jumped into it and going, oh, there you go, because I was going to record a video in it. So, to be fair, not too bad. That's literally, yeah, not the worst, really, is it? But there we go. Yeah, we finished the thing, so we couldn't have done another lap. So I'll have to just wait. I'll have a quick look at the controls. I don't think there's anything that really needs doing. I don't think. Unless you can get the camera to stop juddering around quite so much. But I don't think I can do that. No. These are all the camera settings and there's nothing in here. Motion blur's disabled how I like it. So there's nothing else I can actually do. So by the looks of it, that is that, I guess. So it's not under audio, is it? It might be under general. No, not assists. I haven't got any assists turned on apart from engine start. And it's not going to be on part of the HUD, is it? So there we go. It's not settings then. It must just be, that is it. I don't really mind, to be honest. It's just about getting used to it more than anything. Turn the minimum force up as well. On iRacing, you can go up to 40%, which really helps my wheel. It's really important now. You know, it's really good. Now, there you go. I have got a slight problem with my wheel, remember, so just setting a slight dead zone at the top, that helps a little bit, and there we go. So, as you know, yeah, the potentiometer on my pedals has been gone for some time, and unfortunately you can't, well, you can't get new ones from Logitech. You can't buy them on their own, so sadly that is that. Now I've got a massive server, 25 people. I'm using the old Porsche. I don't know whether there's another, there is another old Porsche in here. Obviously, there's 3 different kinds of Porsche here in. You know, there's 2 different kinds of Porsche. Actually, no, there's only 17. That's a more regional size. So we've got one of the Porsche in here. This is also an old Porsche. I'm just going to sit at the back, to be honest. Obviously, we know the Porsches are quick. A Porsche from Rover Racing won the 24 hours, the total 24 hours of Spa this week, so I was watching bits of that race. It was very good. I was a bit of a shame, obviously 63 Lamborghini was leading for the majority of the time and then just got caught out on the run-up Radeon, but there we go. It was a very fun race. I watched the highlights. I also watched the last sort of 20 minutes-ish, roughly. I also watched a little bit at the start. You know, I didn't really have time to watch the full 24 hours, but, you know, if any of you guys did get a chance to watch it, let me know if you liked it or not. You know, 24-hour racing is always pretty good. You know, it's really good. It was a good little race, really, to be honest. Obviously, 88 Mercedes, I think it was, also got caught out as well. They had, I think, didn't their wheel fall off or something? They were also in contention, so there you go. But anyway, let's go ahead and hit drive. Enough talk, enough me droning on about the real-life GT World Challenge Europe. It's time to take part in a virtual race that maybe would make up GT World Challenge Europe in a shortened length, of course. It's obviously, this is, of course, the official GT World Challenge Europe game from 2018 and 2019, so not quite up to date, but there you go. And away we go, waiting just to be given control by the game. There we go. Oh, that's better. That feels more like iRacing. Turns up my force feedback a little bit. That feels a little bit nicer now. Don't know what's going on. Everyone's going way too slowly. But there we go. We'll just sit here, I guess. Oh, but the tyres just a touch. Obviously, use a bit of the brakes as well. Brake discs obviously get heat into the tyres. Now, it's starting right at the back. I'm going to take full advantage of that and just chill. Because well, obviously this being Monza with its crazy first corner, I'm just going to chill out. I don't want to go absolutely insane on the first lap, so I'm just going to sit back, watch everybody else spin out, and then try my best afterwards. As you can see, everyone's a bit delayed getting off anyway, so away we go. Green flag. I'm getting 60 FPS, look, with all these cars loaded in. So, you know, shows my 1060's power, to be honest. It's too good. Anyway, and I'm going to play same trick as that Ferrari back there. As you can see, even before the chicane, it was chaos. Whoa! To be honest, that's probably the biggest accident I've ever seen happen at this chicane. And there we go. We have avoided carnage, and we've also gained a good few places there. We started P15 or something, because remember we didn't qualify. So, wow. There you go. That's why you sit back on the first lap at a chicane at Monza on a public lobby. Because it's nuts. And as you can see, there's some people, one guy going a bit wide there. Whoa, two people going a bit wide. Whoa, we split them. That was good. 2 positions gained there. Been a very good first lap for us. Hopefully now, we just need to maintain that. And people have crashed ahead. Oh my word, this is worse than iRacing Rookie Series, and away we go. Seriously, people complain about iRacing. Yeah, look at this. This is nuts, and there we go. We're up into P7 from pretty much last on the grid there. Because we just avoided carnage, didn't do anything special, just didn't crash. So there we go. And onwards we go again. So that was a pretty decent first lap, to be honest. I probably don't have the pace to stay here, but I don't mind. I'm well happy with that start. And we'll see what we can do. We're coming through the parabolica.
Car on the left.
Oh, a bit close to that car on the outside, and we got him. So there we go. That's nice to see. Makes me very happy. Overtaking a car like that, and away we go again. So on to the second lap now. And I didn't check how much fuel we had on board, so we got a little bit too much, better than too little though. So there we go. Brake just at 150. This Porsche has amazing brakes. One of the reasons why I like this old spec Porsche. It's an absolutely wonderful car. Prefer it to the new spec Porsche in this game. Whoa! Watching Audi coming back on the track. No, sorry, BMW. Don't wish to stereotype Audi drivers there. BMW doing that. But there we go. So it's been a pretty successful first lap from last to 5th. As I mentioned, it's not because I'm fast, it's not because I'm good, it's just because I didn't crash. And I don't know what that guy just did, he kind of shoved me a little bit there, just totally overshooting the corner. Obviously, unlike iRacing, ATC doesn't have any kind of yield system. It's just a case of, whoa, I had to avoid that BMW there. Whoa, there's chaos going on. Absolute chaos going on. But yeah, unlike iRacing that has a yield system, this game doesn't. It just has a track warning system. You get 3 warnings and then you're out. That's basically the system. Which is a little bit annoying because I could, to be honest, just cut the whole chicane and the game wouldn't mind. In fact, actually, maybe for really serious infringements, it gives you a drive-through, actually. But for just little things like that, it doesn't mind. Oh dear, went a little bit off course there. Yeah, I don't know, the steering is not quite as sensitive in this game as it is in iRacing. Maybe it's because of how I've configured my axes, I don't know. But we're trying to do the best we can with it. And in the end, we're still in 5th place, so there we go. Going like this Audi was one that crashed early on. He's a silver driver, I'm an AM. So he's obviously probably going to be a bit quicker than me, so we can try and get a tow from him. Maybe. Let's try that. That Ferrari's going to have a little go. But I've got better brakes than the Ferrari. Got better brakes than everybody in this Porsche. I love this Porsche on this game. As I said, the old Porsche, even though the new Porsche is thought of as being one of the quickest cars in ACC, it's pretty much undrivable. This car is very easy to drive, but it's also quick. Like the McLaren is the easiest to drive, but I'm never very quick in it. This car I'm actually fairly alright in. I'm not setting blistering laps right now. In fact, I was held up by that Audi there though. That Ferrari tried a little pop, but didn't manage it. So there you go. I'm slowly getting to the groove of ATC now, and then obviously just to finish this race, we'll be back to iRacing. So maybe not the best of ideas, but there we go. You guys wanted ATC, I brought you ATC. And to be fair, I enjoy playing it. So we've only done 5 minutes of this race actually. We gained a little bit of safety rating and a little bit of racecraft as well. So that's pretty decent. Oh, what's going on? Okay, someone's crashed into a Scari. That is not a lap car, I don't believe. Nope. Oh, I've totally misjudged the exit to that corner. He's way fallen back, so we're actually up in... Wait, I should be 4th now, no? Maybe not. And there's a Ferrari about to come past. I'm not the quickest in this game, clearly. I think I'm braking a little bit late into there, or maybe not actually. It's alright. Got stopped in time, and because we've got the inside line, we've obviously taken back from the Ferrari. Me and the Ferrari having a right battle here. This is good. I should be better on the brakes than the Ferrari. I don't want to just cut him off, but I've got room. No, I forgot to shift up. That's my own bad. Oh dear, that's such a noob mistake. But this thing has better brakes. Yeah. Oh, never mind. I'm like, oh, this car has excellent brakes, and that happens. Quality move, although the Ferrari totally missed. So, I guess, you know, I was going off the Ferrari's braking point there. Maybe I shouldn't have been, because the Ferrari did it even worse than me. We did lose a bit of time. We didn't even get a warning for track limits. We just got a little track limits, no time gained advisory, which isn't contributing towards a penalty. Oh dear. Oh dear. Went a little bit late on the brakes there. This hasn't been the tidiest of races. I was setting 51s and 50s at Monza. I think my personal best is a 51 maybe, around Monza in this game, so I'm only doing 53s. So I've lost a bit of pace, however that's obviously because I've been doing iRacing. You know, I mean, I always, you know, thought of iRacing as maybe not being that realistic, but when you played iRacing, going back to other racing games, you do realise that iRacing does feel better. You know, as nice as the physics are in ACC, I honestly think that iRacing's got it nailed, although saying that, some cars iRacing doesn't simulate particularly well. It does seem to depend, at least that's how they feel anyway. Obviously I don't have no personal experience. Safety rating's gone up decent in this race, and also we're actually getting a pretty decent lap in. We're starting to pick up the pace a little bit, so that's nice. So you can tell I'm starting to learn ACC again. I said just before I go back to iRacing, so there we go. Lost a bit of time through Parabolica there, but this is going to be a 152, so we're coming back to my normal times a little bit more now. We're almost halfway, so not bad. Almost halfway through. Braking the correct point this time. Full on the brakes. Audi was a bit late actually, so we've closed up a little bit there on the Audi. That Ferrari just totally missed. This is what I mean though, in iRacing you get a yield for that. In ACC you don't get anything. And this guy's just made up 2 positions by just not braking. I mean, like, that's not allowed, but it is in ACC. It's a shame. Oh, broke a little bit late into there. Oh, we're alright, we're alright. Whoa, that was a bit of lag. I thought it was alright, and then suddenly went around, it just lagged. That was well weird. Well, there you go. Like, so I tapped him, nothing happened. 5 seconds later, he crashed. I'm pretty sure they were linked, because they looked like they were. However, maybe that's to do with latency or something, I don't know. Sorry, if whoever that was is watching. That looked like lag on my screen. I mean, I guess in iRacing, everybody blames everything on netcode, so I guess we'll just say it's that, right? There we go. Starting to learn the track a bit better here. This Ferrari obviously isn't very quick, only here because it, well, got in our way, so we'll pass it again.
Clear on the right.
Yeah, only here because it totally overshot the chicane, which in real racing would probably get you a massive time penalty, or at least it would force you to, well, in real racing you'd be forced to give the positions back, and if you didn't you'd get a penalty. So that's that one. Hopefully the Ferrari doesn't do the same thing again. Again, maybe some cars around me do tend to brake a bit late, because this Porsche definitely has better brakes than some in this field. Well, that would have been really good actually if it wasn't for, you know, the slight hitting of the Audi there at the start. The Ferrari's made it on the brakes this time. We're actually in 4th place, I only just realised. So, There we go. Pretty decent that, to be honest. I'm very happy with that. 4th place, sorry. Very happy. Obviously, unlike iRacing, it doesn't mark me on my safety rating quite so much. It marks me on something called trust, which I think iRacing should do, based on how closely you race with people. So I know what my safety rating is doing in real time. That's the one thing I wish about iRacing. I think Assetto Corse does better. I don't know who the 55 car is, but they just received a 10-second penalty. It's not the car that Dive Bomb does for cut a corner. It's not that one. Don't see 55 car anyway, but if we can stay in 4th place, I'll be well happy. So we somehow stayed out of carnage this entire race, don't really know how. We've only punted one person, and to be fair, that was partially helped by lag. So, you know, not bad. But yeah, this game does have very good simulation of GT cars, that's the thing. I mean, I've never actually driven. I would be tempted to get the GT DLC to compare. Like, I do a direct comparison then between the BMW GT4 in iRacing and the GT4 in this. There you go, racecraft went up a little bit there because of my faster laps. There's my dodgy throttle you can hear there. My dodgy throttle pedal. In iRacing it has quite a good calibration system, so I can sort of get around the issue, but I can't do that on ACC. All you can do is dead zones, and to be honest, they don't seem to work that well, so there we go. So I would like to get it fixed, but there doesn't really seem to be much of a fix apart from totally taking the pedals apart, so I don't fancy that. Oh, cars get a bit loose around there. But not bad, we've still, well, the guy behind us is actually a pro. I think he must have been involved in a crash at the start. He's coming through the field, so if he catches up to us, it'd probably be a smart idea to just let him go. In fact, actually, I think that's the Porsche that started directly in front of us, because there was only 2 Porsches in this race. It was me and that other guy. I got really loose out that last corner, so help yourself, mate. I think he just didn't qualify, so the next car now is that Audi that we punted. Also, so how am I? There you go, I am 5th. I was going to say, how am I 6th? So I'll be happy with 5th place out of 15 car. I think 16 started. Yeah, 16. I'm not sure how many are still in the race right now after that carnage that happened on that one. Remember, that was totally mad. Only 6 minutes 50 seconds remaining now. Oh, has someone crashed, or is that a lap car?
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
What's going on? Where is this yellow that we speak of? Looks okay to me. Must have cleared. Oh, there you go, someone must have crashed because we're into 4th, look. But a pretty decent race this, really. 4th place. I mean, obviously it's mostly because other people keep crashing, but yeah. So we've been very lucky, really. Haven't really had any incidents all race, so, you know, I mean, touch wood. Luckily my desk is made out of wood. And go through the chicane again. Car gets a bit loose through the chicane at the moment. I don't know, tyres looking okay, so I don't really know what's going on with that. Oh, slid it a bit through there as well. Luckily we have a massive gap to the guy behind. That Audi must have crashed again, because he was 6 seconds behind. He's now 20. So, he must have made another mistake. There you go. And now, the same 55 car that got a 10-second penalty earlier has now got to stop and go. So I don't know who's driving that 55 car, but they're clearly a bit, reckless, maybe, or just... maybe they're exploring the track a little bit. Only 5 minutes left to run now, so we're in P4. 2 people are disconnected now, because there's only there's only 14 people from the 16. I think it was 17 that started, so one must have disconnected. And then 16 throughout the majority of the race, and then another 2 just now. Obviously, the leader's 20 seconds ahead, so the leader's just gone. Now, I've only got into the 52s, 52.1 for my best, so I need to improve a little bit. There we go, through the first corner again. We go, and out of the first corner again we go. So really, it's been quite a calm race, this one, really. We were racing with a few people earlier, but it's that strategy to just sit back at the start and chill out. I recommend if any of you guys are at Assetto Corse or Monza in an open lobby like this, just chill it out on the first lap. And then you get loads of places, you gain loads of places, so it's kind of, you know, nice. Obviously, this server was particularly bad. I mean, people were crashing before they even reached the chicane, so I've never seen that before. I mean, there's bad, and then there's that. But I said, really, before anybody looks at iRacing and thinks people on there are idiots, which sometimes I think, look at this game. You know, this game is a bit hit and miss. Sometimes you can get lobbies that are great, and you do great racing. But obviously, sometimes it is also, well, mad. Oh, shifted up one too many gears then. What's going on? Yellow flag in Sector 1, why is that? I don't think any of the leaders are in Sector 1, so that's not why. So it must be lap cars or something going on maybe, I don't know. Our pace is kind of neutralised now, I've been doing lots of 52s. We went a bit wide there, I don't think we've got a single warning for track limits though, so not too bad. So we're safely in 4th place, we've only got 2 minutes 40 seconds left to run now. There we go. So what, it'll be this lap and then probably another one, and then we'll probably be able to finish, which is nice. That's the best run I've had through there all race. I am finally starting to pick this up. Oh, slow car ahead, is there? What's going on? What have we got going on? Oh, went a bit wide there. This lap's been pretty decent. This lap could actually be in the 51s. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over here. Don't see any slow, so I think we're all good. Oh, got a little bit on the grass there. Up through the gears we go again, as we head, well, not on, this is going to be the last lap now, I believe.
Slow car ahead. Alright, man, the leader is on the
Yeah,
final lap.
leader on final lap. There's the message that we want. So we're on the last lap now, so I could have, obviously we took 60 litres, I think 62 we took, because I forgot to change it, so we have a little bit too much, could have done with a bit less, but there we go. Oh nice, there you go, personal best. Wait, is that of the session or overall? I think that's of the session, I don't think that's overall. My whole stats, I don't think that's true. Anyway. But I've been very happy, it's been a pretty decent race here in P4. There's 16 people back in the server, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe this server lets people join in early? Like in the middle of a race, maybe? I don't know. But there we go, it's been pretty successful. I've had pretty good fun doing that. Who's this? Oh, it's a lap car. Aww. I was hoping that was third place. Oh well. Never mind. Oh. Yeah, that's karma, isn't it? For me thinking, oh, I wonder if I can get a podium and that happens. That's what that's for. That's why that happened. Also, the car is suddenly a bit understeery. What's going on? Also, one thing I would like to check, but I didn't get the chance earlier. Did I get any damage? Nope, I didn't really. I have 2/10 of a second worth of damage, so not really anything notable. Obviously, because I have not really had any contact this race, and I guess that kind of shows maybe the Audi crashing was a result of lag, because obviously, if it was hard enough hit to send him around, then I probably would have had damage. I mean, I can get 2 seconds of damage just from briefly hitting the wall, so 2/10 is probably just, you know, dust in the radiator and things, you know, it's very, very brief bits of damage. But there we go, we come through to finish the race, start on 50 safety rating and 49 racecraft. That both of those have gone up by 2. Safety rating will probably go up a bit further now. No, they do. They go up a little bit more, but there we go. Across the line. And there we go, guys. That has been a pretty decent little race, hasn't it? 4th place in the end. Not bad, only 12 seconds back from the leader in the end. Oh, wait, no, yeah, because people keep disconnecting. But there we go. I hope everyone really enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one, whether it's on iRacing or ACC or Microsoft Flight Simulator. Bye-bye.